St. Lucia is not a manufacturer of firearms, yet there has been an increase in gun-related crimes on the island. This has led several concerned citizens to question from where those guns are coming from. The Assistant Police Commissioner for Crime, Vernon Fassois, says the force has information to suggest that firearms enter the island through a gun trade involving St. Lucia, Martinique and St. Vincent. ACP Fassois says lawmen are working to clamp down on such operations by strengthening security along our borders.
We have very porous borders in these parts that people can come in at sea from any point, onto the island, and that's what we think. A lot of the firearms, that's where they are coming from. We suspect that there is some sort of a freeway trade between St. Lucia, St. Vincent, and Martinique, and we suspect a number of the firearms are actually being obtained from Martinique, and they come into this island via canoe boats and things like that.
The Assistant Police Commissioner for Territorial Policing says lawmen will not rest until all illegal firearms are off the streets. ACP Andre Koch says the public has an important role to play in sharing information about illegal weapons. He says there is also a reward for people who assist in that regard.
Our reward program is still in effect, and if that information leads us to the recovery and conviction of an individual, the recovery of a weapon and the conviction of an individual, the reward will be granted. Of course, it will be dealt in a very confidential and a very strict basis.
The Executive Director of the Community Action Program for Safety says the time has come for society to take decisive steps to combat crime. Linwald James says it's time to get the illegal guns off the streets.
We must get rid of those firearms. We must get rid of those knives. We have to get people to stop, to put down the weapons. So I'm appealing to those persons with firearms. Bring them in. Turn them into your police station if you don't want to. Turn them into your religious leader. Turn them into your parliamentarian. Turn them into someone you can trust. That's the only way we can have a safe society. We've got to put down the weapons.
But there are also suggestions that some police officers sell guns to criminals on the streets for between $1,000 and $1,500. The law enforcers say anyone with such information should not be afraid to speak to a senior cop to ensure that those crooked cops are brought to justice. The crime fighters say every member of the public must work alongside the police to make the country safer. Shannon LeBon, HDS News, Channel 4.